then you find yourself blade in hand, exactly where you need to be.
Whoa, what a
The center of it all is the princess, a wooden and fleshy heart beating with an unbroken rhythm. You're filled with a sense of purpose. Strike at her. End this once and for all.
I feel empty, don't you?
We're just like her, and she's just like us. We never should have left her.
We got two major endings that we were able to accomplish, which were really cool. That last ending really kind of hit the feels for me. It was really, to me, so far, that's like the best ending I've seen so far in this game. You know, the reset the timeline thing and kind of be stuck in the same spot seemed like a, felt like an appropriate first ending. So that way you can, when you replay the game, you kind of find yourself back in this exact same situation. And it feels great to be wound up in that exact position and have that ending the way I did it. For me, that feels like a canonical ending for my playthrough. But there is more endings to explore, and I'm very curious to see some more. So let's go ahead and jump into it. One of the things I didn't notice is that each time that I play this, it seems to get faster and faster to the end. Last time it took me a lot quicker to get to the end than it did before. So we're gonna go ahead and start again. Save the princess. Her eyes.
You place the blade you cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp.
He tears it off nonchalantly.
Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
There's the locked door.
We won't have any of that. As the princess... Wait, watch me.
Okay, so yep, we betray her. Let's warn her in this capacity. I know that we slay her and it turns her into the beast. So if we warn her now, and in this current personality trait, it might be a little bit of a different outcome.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Okay, so resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
Does seem a little familiar. I can't recall.
I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck.
Boy, when we have the sweet one, you know, the sweet princess help us out, she
I'm afraid it is.
she just butchers us alive, trying not to hurt us, but making it worse. The one with the attitude, she's just like, ah, to hell with it, you know. Prisoner.
You're on a path. You're here to.
Okay, so which personality traits do I have right now? Okay, no.
Don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying.
You got the voice of the skeptic.
I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Hero?
You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. And as far as trying to help her goes,
I love how sassy a lot of these voices are, because it's got like an almost English feel to it. So there's like an English sassiness to it. If anyone's ever been to like Europe or in England, there's like this dry humor, a dry sassiness that kind of comes with it. So let's assume, not that I've been to England, but I know people from England. Let's assume that I'm telling the truth and all this really actually happened. Let's go ahead and proceed.
A warning. She will lie. Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink.
Wink.
Did you just say wink out loud?
Wink, wink.
No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Alright, proceed. That clown is my best friend.
The interior of the
you're
only
my best
furniture
friend,
the
and we
blade.
wink at each other again. You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. We're gonna go without the blade this time. See what happens.
I'm afraid I'm going to insist we take the blade. We're in a dangerous situation, and I'm not letting us go down.
Okay, so we can't. We've already done that path.
Are you sure? What if she, I don't know, turns it against us? Which I'm bringing up in a purely.
So we've done this path before, so now
Yes.
we're going down an avenue we haven't done
sure.
before.
Turns it against you. She's a prisoner here. She'll only be able to turn it against you if you give it to her. Which you won't be doing because she's an existential threat to the entire world.
Oh, is that the case?
Okay. I'm trusting you.
Hey, don't know how I get to stay here. What's the big idea? Let's do this.
Normally, yeah, but not about this. Call it a reflex. We take the knife as we go. Wonderful. You do exactly that, sweeping the blade from the table before proceeding to the basement. Don't worry about it. We have a knife, so what? It's not like we have to use it. No, you don't have to do anything, but you do well to use it regardless. Moving on. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
I don't recall
Does she
this voice.
remember us? You walk down the stairs and lock eyes
Damn,
with
she's
the
just like
princess.
so
She
like.
looks up,
Bleh.
the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding
She's so
both her
fish-eyed,
wrists to
like
the
dead
far
fish-eyed
wall,
look
joining
going
the
on here.
metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Oh. Not sure I need to do much of anything. See how you're locked up? I'm going to leave her here. Leave the princess in the basement. Let's do that. I haven't checked this avenue yet.
As if by divine will, just as you finish the thought, you hear a door slam.
Still trapped.
I'm afraid you won't be leaving until the task is finished. It doesn't matter how many chains she's in, without your intervention, she'll find a way out eventually. That's not fair. Unless you deal with her right here, right now, she will remain an existential threat to the entire world. What seems unfair to you is fair for everyone else. Huh. So it's not even safe to think. I see how it is.
It's not even safe to think.
How surprising. They locked you down here too.
Got ourselves a repeat. Let's sit with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
Okay.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Sit where you were told to sit.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
I'm gonna be honest. Again, here to slay her. Let me out of here. Open the door! My intentions, what do you mean? I've been here before, and am I the only one who remembers that? Well, I might actually go down that avenue. I've been here before, am I the only one who remembers that? I'll ask her that. That's an interesting conversation to go down.
Oh, are Are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
First you make a comment about having been here before, and now this. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things. It's complicated things how? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess.
Heroically slay the princess.
The entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency.
Oh, really?
A contingency for what? For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck. If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably.
Considerably.
I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary, even. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative. That's pathetic. I never said I wasn't. I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that. Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky. So don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Moving on. Why is it?
Damn, this was a long conversation he had with himself and the narrator. This lady is patient. She's literally just like sitting here looking at me like, are you gonna do anything, motherfucker?
Even saying
or are you just gonna sit there talking to yourself?
Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire
I'm gonna be sitting here talking to myself, to my imaginary narrator, who's not very imaginary at all.
Just give it a rest. This isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
All right. What would you have me do? The other chain on the wall, what's it for? What happened after I died? Which I think we know. I'm gonna go down the obnoxious route. Hey, let me out of here. Open the door.
You have everything you need to deal with her and save the world. I'm sure the door will open as soon as you finish your incredibly
that's a load of crap.
Task. Doesn't sound like we'll be able to talk him into letting us leave. Yeah, not a chance. He's single-minded about this. But don't worry. There are plenty of things that aren't in his control. Oh? For instance, us. Her. But mostly us. If he didn't have his limits, we wouldn't be here. Not like this.
Intuitive. Or, not really intuitive is not the word I would use. Definitely strong perspective. Awareness, strong awareness. Maybe intuition might be a good word to use. You were asking about my intentions earlier. What do you mean by that?
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here? There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, and I don't see any keys in your hands either. So I'm afraid my only way out is another surgical removal.
Another one?
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck? Or does she think she'd survive a beheading? You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her. Unless she really could survive.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
On this, we agree. We're gonna go down an avenue without killing you this time around. What happened after I died last time?
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them. And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows? It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
He's actually being honest. We now know completely that she is being completely honest.
Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
No, we do. How am I supposed to cut you out? If you hadn't noticed, your head is in the shackle too. That's a good question to ask.
No. Like I trust you to come any closer with that knife. All you're going to do is hand it to me and watch me work.
But she would have to cut her head off, right? She can't be suggesting that.
Yeah.
She certainly seems confident. Maybe she knows something we don't.
It's really about to go down like a very Saw-like path right now. Like the movies, the Saw, or Saw. Just not the Saw, but Saw.
Whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us.
I vaguely remember this path. I can't remember it entirely, but I do vaguely remember it.
I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons. Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you. That doesn't sound great. What about the pros?
There are no pros.
There are none. The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. And whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
Hey, the skeptic is the only one that seems to be the voice of reason. Go figure. The skeptic's got a good head on his shoulders. You realize I have as much reason to distrust you as you have to distrust me, right? I'm not giving you a weapon in case you've forgotten. You killed me with it last time. I can cut you out of here. I'm not giving you a weapon. Give her the weapon. You want to leave? We're gonna have to deal with the weapon, deal with it, cut her out on your own. Doesn't seem to be much of a choice. Sorry, so I'll give her the weapon. It's not a bad option. Cut you out. Okay, I'm trusting you. Give her the weapon.
Slide it over.
No, absolutely not. I am not letting you hand your only weapon over to the world-ending princess.
World ending.
If you come up with any other idea, like, say, I don't know, doing your job and slaying her, you remain rigidly in place.
Oh, rigidly?
Tried this last time. Do you want to know how it went for you? Oh, I remember. She killed us, which, by your estimation, ended the world.
Oh,
right?
Hey. They got him in a checkmate. A logical checkmate.
I wouldn't be too keen on repeating your mistake. Hell, we could even force your hand and do it ourselves. I'm not afraid of dying again. Are you?
Oh, the skeptic.
I think you got your point across. Fine.
Damn, dude. Knowing how to play the game.
Slide the blade across the floor. The princess maintains unsettling eye contact as she reaches down to pick it up.
Hi.
Thanks.
Be gentle with that.
She pulls up her hair.
That's not very gentle. That's not very gentle.
The blade to her throat. What is she doing? She doesn't say another word as she cuts into her own neck.
Look at her dead-eyed face. Oh my. Watch in uneasy silence. Oh my.
Her eyes stare forward, unblinking, as she soars through skin, veins, cartilage. At last she reaches bone, the blade grinding audibly against her vertebra as it continues to slice its way through her.
Oh my god!
I'll be damned.
This is so dark.
Actually doing your job for you. Why would she do that?
Why would she do that?
Huh. So that's her play. Killing herself? She isn't dead yet. Finally, you hear a snap.
No!
There's an uneasy silence. She remains motionless for a long moment, her twitching eye the only movement in the room, until at last it stops in an unsettling half-wink.
Ew.
Her head twists slowly to the side, flopping to her shoulder, and her neck opens.
Ew.
The remaining tissue is not enough to hold the weight of her severed head. It stretches and tears until finally it falls to the floor, completely free. It bounces a few times before rolling to a stop at your feet. Oh no, oh no, oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back? Please
Can we put it
tell me
back?
we can put it back. The princess's eyes stare up at you, dead. Congratulations, you saved the world.
Hey!
So I guess that's it. What a way to go. But she is gone, isn't she?
Maybe?
I hate this. Can we just get out of here now, please? Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward.
Now hold on, she's dead. So what's the rush? What's your angle?
I don't have an angle. I'm just looking forward to putting all this behind us. I'm sure you can understand that.
Yeah, well...
Look, I'm just not ready to put my guard down. It's best to keep sharp. She wouldn't have done all that without some kind of reason. She's left us with this dangling thread, and I need to know why.
Maybe you don't need to know why.
You're just wasting your energy. The danger has passed, and now we can all relax and enjoy your reward.
I don't know about relaxing right now. I just watched a woman behead herself slowly in a very gruesome way. It was, wowzas, graphic as hell. Let's take the princess with us and see what happens. Oh my god!
Fine. You pick up the princess's severed head, its neck stump still oozing bodily fluids. Then make your way back upstairs to the first floor of the cabin.
That is so grody. And
Did you
oh
see
my
that?
god!
I could have sworn she moved.
Yeah, her eyes just twitched.
She didn't. She's dead.
I did not see this coming at all.
Are you listening to yourself? Do I need to explain to you why decapitation is lethal? The door to your bountiful reward is right in front of you. All you have to do is open it.
Oh my goodness. This is not gonna make for a good thumbnail.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is... Wait, no, that's not right.
Huh? What's going on?
Well played.
Free a prisoner.
This is the end of the world, isn't it? I always thought I'd at least have time to explain myself before I had to watch it happen.
Oh, they both were in on the trap. So do we get to see her actually end the
Over?
world?
Is he gone?
But we're still here. Maybe it wasn't the end of the world after all. Maybe it was just the end of his.
Good insight there.
Thanks for carrying me up here. I had to take it on faith that you would know what to do. I'm glad I was right to trust you. So, this is the outside. Maybe it's just my lack of body, but it's colder than I expected.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Snatched away by the hands of the entity. Something has taken her away and left something else in her place.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror?
The narrator is gone.
Does that mean the world ended?
It must have. Do any of us know what the world ending is supposed to look like?
No, not really. I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we even go looking for her.
If there's even a her to find anymore.
Right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
Sure about it being awful. It just looks like a mirror. I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
Something dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
Okay,
I'm
approach the
begging you,
mirror, though.
Don't do this.
Ignore him. Hello. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. It's little old me. You're alone in the place that is empty and it's quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. Head into the cabin, and you are at the cabin. Why does that look really gnarly? Wow, that's gnarly.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Indeed. The gift of the fragile vessel. We do know what you are. We know that you are the entity itself, its consciousness, completely collected, but it's still very immature in its current state. So what is this gift of the fragile vessel?
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart. Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
Self-reliance. The manifestation of self-reliance. Not just self-reliance, but also, like, independence. That's what this character is meant to be. She'll take matters into her own hands to accomplish her task, even if it means beheading herself, which is such an extreme allegory. But okay, I see it. It makes sense. Is this the end of the world? Let her out of there. Do you know the narrator? Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here? Do you know the worlds beyond this place? Are you the princess? Do we know each other? What happens? Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
So she doesn't know of them, just that they do exist. You know about the narrator.
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Are you what sent me here to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here.
I think I realized what happened. Okay, so what happened is that when we first begin the game, there are no slain princesses. And then when one princess is slain by itself, it creates just the one. So it only has that one perspective. But by the time that we have a second princess slain, it gains awareness. It becomes born in that moment. So it has two princesses and it's gained greater perspective. It's in its immaturity. And every time that we add more to it, it gains more insight over a period of time. More awareness of what is going on. Better way to describe it is more self-awareness. Is the end of the world? Let her get out of there. Are you the princess? Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Is again a lot of like Pandora's box like parallels. Let's get you out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
How reassuring. Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But you were always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
So what are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
I wonder if I can answer that. Solitary lights, what do you mean? What do you think I am? I don't know what I am. I'm a person. We know that we're not a person, but at this point in time, our character isn't self-aware either because he hasn't died enough. That's why they're both here, because she's died enough, so there's been more consciousness coming together, and he's died enough to arrive here, but they're both immature. As the story progresses, we get to see that both entities become self-aware, more self-aware with the more knowledge that they collect and the more perspectives they gain. So, what do you think I am?
I think that you are like me.
In which she is right.
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
It's a great analogy. Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
What does that mean?
Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Aren't you scared to find out that I found a way to kill you? How much will I forget? How many priests do I have to find? And what if I don't let you do this to me? Okay, we got a whole bunch of new options here. I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, isn't that what you're going to do? Let's offer down this path.
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
There's a different philosophical viewpoints. You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
So basically, because she's so infant at this point in time of her consciousness, she hasn't made a decision about what she wants to do, but she has very deep perspectives about what she wants, or at least not necessarily wants, but more like an idea. What if I don't let you do this to me? Let's go down this path. Let's be a little bit. I think we're gonna go down the path of a bit more adversarial this time.
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
Scared that I find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I'm
gonna kill you, the way that Rick Grimes would say. How much will I forget? I'm not going back. Okay, make me forget. How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
Oh, that's kind of sweet.
You won't.
This is kind of sweet. So the first one that we engage with wants us to remember them. It's important to them. The clever heart. Bring her the prisoner's head.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Slay the princess again.
Forward without you feel flesh easily.
So she dies. Of course she is dead. Let's go down the avenue. So all these avenues are now closed from us. Of course she is dead.
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs.
Oh, she's gonna come up the stairwell.
To the basement. But why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience.
Is that the case? I don't think it's over yet.
But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Leave. Oh wow, we can actually leave.
Door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that
we've been down this path before. I recognize this one. Oh, that's bullshit. Let me out of here. I was kind of hoping that I'd get a better world for setting. Okay.
So glad you're keeping an open mind. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes.
Go along with it.
You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful... Psst. Hey.
Yeah, we've seen this. Of course we are. I like it here.
Well, if you ever change your mind, more happy time passes.
More happy time passes.
Though the word begins to lose its meaning. Please, shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of it. The little voices, please, fall on deaf. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift.
ending. We did it. We got
You
this ending.
have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Okay, so did you hear the narrator? We're happy.
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
Maybe not
Good.
that happy.
Because the blade, I can hear. He's right. Do you hear? Do you not? Don't you?
Oh man, did we already stumble on this one again? When using the blade, you kill us. When we already be dead?
How astute. You are absolutely correct. In a sense, I know this.
So yeah, we've seen all this.
If we die, I may fine. Whatever. The princesses, you pick up the blade, you stab yourself. The end. Nice.
We've seen all this.
You're on
We've
the
seen the
path.
specter. We're gonna go on ahead. Proceed to the cabin.
A warning.
Music
you
has changed slightly
will
again.
lie,
Into the cabin.
The interior of the it feels like
Enter the basement. Enter the basement.
the door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. The room below. Nobody's as much.
Yeah,
as
we
what
should
it-
see the
as you
corpse down
descend.
here, right?
Okay.
There she is. Okay, here we are. She's there. Probably grab her, kill her. Let's try grabbing her.
Before she can suspect a thing, you lunge forward and grab her arm. You feel substance for the briefest of moments, but then you feel nothing at all, as though all you've done is clutch at empty air.
You're adorable when you're confused.
But I didn't say you could touch me.
Whoa.
Why are you even here? Just making sure you finish the job, or what?
We're gonna go down that. We're gonna go down that avenue. See if we can just keep trying to like slay her outright. Fine, if I can't really hurt you, then there's really isn't anything for me to do. Leave her to be in the basement. Retrieve the blade. Right. I don't think there's much for us to talk about. I'm going to get my blade now, and then the two of us can fight.
Excellent idea. I'm glad to hear that you're finally seeing reason.
You're...
Oh, she's upset, isn't she?
You're going to try and kill me?
Whoa, this is new.
It would seem so, yeah.
It would seem so, yes.
After everything you've done to me, you've chosen to do more?
Yeah.
But then you either kill me and I get even fuzzier or you don't, and then I'm really just going to be stuck here forever. There's nothing I could do. I'm just going to go on and on and on, lonely and sad and hurting and empty.
No, not that!
Whoa.
She's about to try something. Get ready. The princess passes through you, a chill rippling along your skin, a disappointed sigh echoing in your ears. You turn and face her as she hovers between you and the stairs. Spectral tears streak down her cheeks as she places a translucent hand on your chest. It feels cold, but otherwise like nothing at all. Are we doing the right thing? Why do I feel so sad? Don't let her get to you. It doesn't matter. Somehow, soon, this too will be over, and we'll move on to something new. I feel like you all keep forgetting that. Her dark-rimmed eyes fall to the floor as she speaks.
I never wanted to have to hurt anybody. It's not who I wanted to be.
The tears on her cheeks vanish. She lifts her head, sorrow replaced with wrath, staring into you with fiery anger.
Uh-oh.
But I guess you've turned me into something worse.
She forces her hand into your chest, and then...
Oh, she's gonna squeeze my heart.
Yes? Nothing happens. Are you sure about that? Something should have happened. And yet it didn't. We're fine.
Did you miss? Stare at her in silence. Did you miss?
No.
You can't be sure if you first hear or feel what happens next, but it is over before you can fully conceptualize what it is. The horrific splintering, the squelching of organs, the rending of tissue, an icy, numbing pain.
I'm done asking. The next time I see you, I'm taking everything I owed. Starting with your body. If you don't choose to give me my freedom, I'll just have to make you give it to me.
She's real now. Pity we don't have a weapon. Your last
Oh
moments
my
are spent a
goodness,
helpless
lady.
witness as she rips her hand from your chest, holding your still beating heart in her clenched fist. But that's ours.
But that's ours.
See you soon, killer.
She crushes it, blood and ruined vascular tissue leaking from between her fingers, dribbling unceremoniously to the floor. Everything goes dark, and you die.
I died. The Wraith. Okay, we got a new avenue finally. Something
You're on
new.
a path in the wood, and here we go again. Off to slay her again. The deck's stacked, isn't it? We kill her, we start again. She kills us as a goddamn ghost. We start again. I'm starting to think we're being run in circles just for the sake of it. Come on, let's not give in to all that misery just yet. There's got to be a way out of this. There's got to be a right answer. Yeah. And what if there isn't? Aren't you listening to me? What if all of this was rigged from the start? That's ridiculous. There'd be no point in all this if it was just some kind of cosmic busy work. I think that's
Someone's kind of figured it out.
what it is. The powers that be, seeing how many ways they can screw with us. Could be it's all some kind of sick joke to them. Okay, so you've already been here. Twice even. Great. Then let me poke a few holes in your depressing little theory. Nobody here is screwing with you, and I can't imagine any scenario where you would have started over after slaying the princess. Well, we didn't have to start over. We killed ourselves.
We killed
And
ourselves.
why, pray tell, did you do that? Because you decided to foist an infinite tedium on us. That doesn't sound like me. If I'd had everything my way, you would have effortlessly slain the princess, saved the world, and been given your happy ending.
Yeah.
The ending was the tedium. You locked us in a cabin and sent that cabin to an endless void, and then you told us we were happy. Well, were you happy? Of course we weren't happy. That's why we killed ourselves. It was awful.
It was awful.
And then she killed us. Even though she was already dead. This is all fake. Okay, let's try to get back on track. You're real. The princess is real. The world is real. The people in the world are real. And the danger she poses to all of them is also, quite unfortunately, real. Whatever you did the first time, it sounds like it almost worked. So how about you give it one last try? Because killing yourself seems to undo all the good you almost managed to accomplish. All this standing around and talking is boring. Let's at least do something. Maybe we'll kill her again. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll even free her.
Okay. And why should we be helping you? Killed her and been killed by her, and neither of those seem to be going well for us. If we're going to fall in this loop forever, eventually we're going to need to let her out. We may as well do it now.
You're making a dizzying amount of assumptions. Your perceived reality looping twice before does not mean it will continue to do so forever. Those little voices have already drawn attention to the fact that even the path is different. The world itself is at a tipping point. Know that there is always a choice. Even if you were stuck in an infinite loop, there's no reason to assume that the mere nature of the infinite would force you to make any specific choice. You do have free will, as much as things would be easier if you didn't. And you can just keep making the correct choice forever, never deviating. How convenient, everything always comes back to what you want us to do. I'm sick of him. Makes me want to end the world out of spite.
There's something else we haven't tried. No, we've tried that. Proceed to the
Continue
cabin.
down the path towards the cabin. It isn't long before you're steps away from your destination. I don't think you need any. The more he talks, the more I'm interested in setting her free. Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then. Let her out. See what I care. It sounds like somebody's about to crack.
Are you trying to use reverse psychology on me, or have you just given up? I'm actually genuinely curious in this case.
There's obviously no point in trying to reason with you right now, especially with all these clowns offering up their useless advice. Honestly, it seems like the more I try and talk sense into you, the more single-minded they get about letting her out. So yes, I'm done trying to argue.
Hey, we bullied him into submission.
Would you look at that? We won. Take it however you will.
Alright, enter the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is long and dark, a single narrow
This is
hallway
new.
stretching far into the distance. Curtains billow out from tall windows on either side, obscuring the path forward. fluttering helplessly as opposing gusts of wind rush into the building, clashing and joining and driving everything forward. The only furniture of note is... that's strange. What's strange? Is it the mirror? The mirror? No, there isn't a mirror. What's strange is that there isn't much of anything in here at all, aside from the curtains. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade?
There's a deviation. There's no blade this time.
Great. Something else has been taken away from us. I suppose the only way to go is forward. So forward we will go. Blade or not, it doesn't really matter.
Pretend that there isn't a mirror at the end of the hall, and you can't see that right now. Can't see behind it. What's there? What's behind it?
If you're asking what's at the end of the hallway, it's the way to the basement. The way to the basement. Don't you mean door? No, I didn't say door, because there isn't a door, it's just an opening. What are the odds she's waiting for us right behind it? If I were running a bullshit factory, it's what I'd do. Let me assure you that there's nothing there. Nothing is going to jump out at you, and certainly not the princess. The princess is in the basement. He can't see the mirror. The knife is gone, defying his expectations. Who the hell is calling the shots here? Nobody is calling the shots. That's how reality works.
Approach
You
the mirrors.
slowly make your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you. Your fraying nerves buzz with trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward towards the darkness at the end of the hallway. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched. We've always been watched. You're watching us right now. Sometimes the feeling is just stronger than others. I feel like you're trying to put us on edge. We don't need all this anticipation. We just need this to be over. You stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there. Here we go.
You're clean.
You reach your arm forward into the pitch black of the opening. Nothing. It's like this place read our mind just to mess with us.
What you looking at, killer? Staring into the void? Thinking about what it'd be like to die again? I know exactly how you feel.
Oh.
Shit. Where is she?
Oh.
You feel something long and frigid coil around your ankle. Your heart skips a beat, standing in muted shock for one long, frozen moment. And then she, the princess, constricts.
You turn into now.
Bones snap.
Oh, she broke my ankle!
Icy pain radiates up from the break, a deep cold flooding your veins as your legs, numb with the shock of it, collapse, and you collapse with them. You're met with the terrifying visage of the princess. Her hand grips your leg in a steel vice, her grin carved jagged from ear to ear, crowded with far too many long and crooked teeth.
Hi!
But do you know how I feel? I gave you a path to forgiveness. I gave you a chance to make things right. But you decided it would be best to try and bury me all over again.
Yeah.
You're not getting another chance to mess this up.
Wow.
So, here's how this is going to go. I'm going to take your body, and I'm going to walk it out of here.
Might be a bit of a problem, lady.
You,
Oh my goodness.
You get to watch me do it. Completely helpless. Just like you left me.
I say let her do it. It's something different. Do we even have a choice? You always have a choice.
Okay, do we have a choice?
Before, but not now. There isn't a blade this time. Exactly. What choice is there if there isn't a blade? Well, unless you have any specific ideas, I think my vote's
Okay, look, we're even now. I killed you, and then you killed me. Water under the bridge, right? I don't want to hurt you. I don't even know how I got here. I'm a victim in all this too, you know? Wouldn't possessing me against my will be no better than me? Against me. Against my will make you no better than me. You don't have to be evil. You don't have to do this. Do you need to take my body? Can I just open the doors for you? That's fine. I'm actually came here to set you free. Or struggle. Let's go down this path. Let's see what happens, because I think that all paths of this situation will go down here anyways. So we're gonna set her free, because that's what we talked about on the way up here.
Great. See you in a jiffy.
You remain pinned to the floor of the long hallway as the rest of the princess's body emerges. her proportions all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding. Her torso stretches until her face is practically touching yours, her neck cracking audibly as she twists to look at you from a fresh angle. Are you sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, like, manifest a rock right on top of her head? And crush you along with her? Not that I even can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought you all wanted to free the princess. Not like this. You don't even have a weapon. So I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately means that I, and the rest of the world, are out of luck too. And whose fault is it there isn't a weapon here? Yours, I assume. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Whatever you did in those previous lives of yours, you really messed up. Are you seriously trying to blame this on us?
He might have a point there.
Your vision fades as she tears open the membrane of your soul.
My souls have membranes? Oh, okay, yes ma'am.
You're awake. Eyes once again fixed on the long hallway, your vision swimming as the princess's command reverberates inside your skull. Her voice is all-encompassing. You feel wrong.
Well, she looks like she fixed my foot, though.
So
yeah.
Cramped in here. Like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all out.
Ew.
I know. You rise to your feet, though the pain in your ankle is blinding. Your body slumps against the wall, desperately leaning into it for support. I'd beg you to resist, but you've already surrendered your will to her, haven't you?
Yes, sir.
Anything to get out of this hellhole. It's a new experience. You should try being possessed sometime. There's nothing else like it.
There's nothing wrong with fixing your mistakes. I'll remember that. But I'll also never forget what you've done.
Your body inches along the corridor, every step more difficult and painful than the last. Your joints stiff and unresponsive, the shattered bones of your ankle grinding ceaselessly, as if they're fragmenting, then reforming, then snapping all over again as you make your way towards the outside world.
Ew.
Despite the anguish, it doesn't feel like the exit to the cabin is getting any closer. If anything, it's getting further away.
What's that supposed to mean?
It doesn't matter how long this hallway is. I will drag this body till it is a piece of meat and feathers. I will be free.
Please, just let her out.
Yes, let me out.
You can hear all the voices.
It's pointless, isn't it? I can't stop her without you, and you'd already given up by the time we met.
Did you hear the narrator?
No, screw that. The hallway gets even longer.
He's not gonna let her out. Oh, she figured out how to do it herself.
It really is, isn't it?
She figured it out. She figured out a way to supersede him. Wow.
Isn't saying all of this his job?
So she figured out that the narrator is able to describe events and they come to pass. If we take control of the events and describe them ourselves, or any of the voices in our head do it, it comes to pass and the narrator has no control. She figured out that since she took over our body, she can do the same thing. Since she's basically one of the minds inside of our head now. She's one of the voices. That's kind of crazy. That's actually wild.
Oh, he really is, isn't he? I had a feeling you could deal with him for us.
I did nothing. He dealt with himself.
This is it then. The big moment. I just hope it's a way out.
The handle clicks as we push forward. The air is different here.
There we go. But as you step outside the bounds of the cabin, you feel another violent tear and rendering that cuts all the way down to your soul. Bye-bye, possessed ghosty. You are once again separated from everything that nestled into deep crevices of your body, from everything that isn't you.
we're us again.
How interesting.
We actually won, didn't we?
What is happening to me?
Getting collected, lady. Bye-bye. Alright, so we got a new one. A new memory. Have an answer. Time to answer before she's gone. Memories are gone.
And there's that.
Of course you're scared. This is not the end for you. You're just gonna have to trust me. We've been here before.
It feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. It's going to do something to us. I can feel it. You don't need to comfort them.
You don't need to comfort them. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay. It's not the end. Whatever's going on the other side is going to be nice.
Okay. So, this is all going to work out. Whatever makes you happy.
Whatever makes you happy. Approach the mirror. We approach the mirror. We look into our reflection. Let's see what it is. We are what? Withered. Okay. Put ourselves in the long quiet once more. At the cabin. Okay, we got a new memory.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold.
Oh.
To look at any one is to shift them all into something new. And to look away is to reshape them yet again.
I get it. I get it now.
All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
So, the physical manifestation of a contradiction, because we first started out with killing her, then we doubled down on killing her, and then we fixed our mistake by giving her our body willingly, which is a contradiction. She's a physical manifestation of a contradiction. Can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist. How can you stand being contradicted? Let's start with that. And that makes sense. As the shifting mound, it would make sense that she is a contradiction manifested in this way.
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
Doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always gets hurt. Does that change you? Does it make it worse? What do you think of this vessel?
This one is loneliness turned to seething. She could not find her strength in others, so she found it in herself. She will make for a driven heart.
Interesting.
Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore.
So by basically creating the memory of so much suffering, we were able to provide not only this memory, but this perspective for her. And now this memory has found peace. Fascinating. You don't know at the end what happens when you leave the world behind. What do you want me to bring you next? How many more vessels do I need to get you?
We will know when we near our destination.
Okay, so we're still a bit of a ways away. Doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us get hurt.
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
That's interesting. If anything, it makes me like you more. I don't know what that says about me. Not really. It all seems so distant as I'm near you. You're torturing. Yes, you're torturing me. I hate it, and I think I hate you. You know, I want to go down this path. Let's see what happens on this playthrough when I grow to resent her.
You are what brings me meaning. Know that the pain of your journey will subside in due time. But you still have a ways to go before we are done.
Interesting response. You know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Okay. can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are everything that
We already know all that. Would you like me to bring you next?
Decide what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and tells me new secrets.
Interesting. I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Back. Everything goes dark. All right, back to the beginning again. Bringing the wraith to her. Right.